So we're here, we're getting ready to dump the tanks. As you can see, here's our tank running into the sewer pipe. And we are full hookup here, as you can tell. Water, got our water lined in, got our electric, which is plugged in over there, if you can see it. And then our sewer line, which is hooked up. So I'll show you how I do it. I always keep my sewer lines closed. As you can tell, there's my lines back there. I always keep them closed until they're full. Just especially my black water, for the simple fact is, if all the water's gone and say you take a poop, that poop has nowhere to go besides just sitting in the tank. So with water being in the tank and it filling up, when you open that black valve, that poop comes out in here and runs all the way down to the sewer pipe. So hopefully that makes sense for everybody. So I put on my handy dandy glove. I never touch anything poop wise. And then watch it flow. Yeah, that's yummy, ain't it? Hopefully you're not eating breakfast. And as it flows, it comes out, follows the pipe, and runs down in here. And I have these ends on them, the clear ends, so you can see when the water's pretty much done flowing, or you know, you can see how clean it is or how dirty it is, whatever you want to do. But I always recommend to have these pipes, these clear fittings on them. And then also I got this right here, which is a rhino valve, and if for some reason I want to stop it, I push it in and it stops all my water from coming out, and then I just open it back up and go from there. It's also got a spigot head on it, which is when we're on the road, I use it quite a bit. I always fill my back fill up, shut this valve, open my black tank valve up there, keep it open, and plug the hose up to it and just shoot water up in it, and it'll help clean all this piping and clean my tank again a little bit easier. So it's always good to have one of these, especially make sure if you get one, you get one with the shut off gate. Without the gate, it's kind of pointless. And as you can see, there's not much coming out of it anymore. And since I have full hookup, I always shut it. But if I didn't have full hookup, I would let it run as much as it can run. I'd run it until it was empty, and then put a little water in it, probably about 2 gallons, so if I did poop or something on the road, it wouldn't sit there. It'd have a little bit to slosh around in. But for the sake of time, and since we have full hookup, I'll just stop it now. And then right here, as you can see, it's kind of tight. There's my gray water, and open that sucker up and flush out this pipe with, I like to call clean water. It's gray water, which is from the shower and the sink and stuff, so not really a big deal, but it's cleaner water, and it helps just to keep this pipe clean. And as you can see, the water coming out is pretty clean, you know what I mean? You don't have poop or chunks or whatever, toilet paper. You don't have any of that coming out. It's just pretty much clean water. And that's the only reason why I keep my gray water closed and not open the whole time. And then once let this run out, and you can close that gate valve again, let it fill up, kind of fill that pipe up. Open it up. watch the water pour. So while we're doing this, what I have as far as my sewer pipes and everything, I always keep a snake with me. It's nothing special. It's just pretty much a basic snake. You do all the work yourself. I always hook it up to the drill. I never use this piece. I hook it up to the drill, and if I got some kind of clog or something in one of my lines, then I'll just hook a drill to it and let it eat. And I've never had a problem yet. So, but I always keep that. As far as my poop side, make sure you always have a regulator. I keep mine set at 40 psi. I know it says the max is 60, but I just like it set at 40. We never have a problem with our water or anything like that. As you can see, I got fittings and couplings and all kinds of extra stuff in case I ever need it. You never know when something's going to break, and it's usually the thing you don't have that breaks, so it's always good to have 2 or 3 of everything. That's how I look at it. So we'll shut this gray water off. So the gray's shut. And I'll pull this out real quick so you can see. This used to have a flexible pipe that started right here and kind of just flexed out, and it ran under here. And I got rid of all that and I put a hard pipe in. As you can tell, it's kind of redneck for sure, but it works good. And I have a screw right here that's actually connected in the pipe inside. When I first made it, I put my hand up in there before it turned into poop water and tightened it up, so as you can tell, it doesn't flex. So going down the road, it's not a problem or anything. And I personally like the hard pipe better than the flexible pipe. The flexible pipe was just a nightmare to use in period, just to dump with, or you know what I mean, just to hook this setup to this pipe. It sucked. It always was terrible. So I put the hard pipe in, and I really like that. It makes it a lot better. And this is probably a better view. As you can see, this is my gray side, my little 1.5 inches, and then I got my black, which is 2.5, 3 inch. I'm not sure, probably 2.5. And then just open the valve. Always open your black first. Once your black's done, close it. Open your gray to flush out the pipe right here. And that's pretty much it. If you can figure out that, you can drain your tank. So not much to it. And as you can see, got my shower connections, which it leaks, so I never turn it on. And then my little pump if I ever use my water holding tank, which being full hookup I don't have to. But anyway guys, that's it. That's how you drain the tank. Hopefully you already know how to do that, but if you don't, there you go. Pretty simple stuff.